All right, we're back to play playoff game number 2 of the 1950 Big Country Football League season. This is a big one. Paradise City 6-1. They actually are on the road to face the South Division champion Jonesboro at 5-2. Paradise City was on the path to be maybe the first undefeated team in our organized history, but Fort Jefferson defeated them, and so therefore they're on the road here. Fort Jefferson just lost to Coldell in the first playoff game. Coldell shocks the football world, and Georgievix finally gets his Coldell Miners into a legitimate championship game. They will be on the road against whoever wins this game. This team did it with defense. All right, Paradise City, phenomenal. Let's go and take a look at these two teams. Paradise City comes in here with the number one offense, scoring 28.6 points a game, almost, well, rounded up to 29 points a game. They are facing the league's number 3 defense, who gives up 14 points a game in Jonesboro. PC's number 2 defense in the league gives up 13 points a game, and they're facing the number 4 offense that scores 21 points a game. So again, not unlike the Fort Jefferson game, I've got to give the nod to PC. They are their defense gives up roughly what they score, so I would assume here that Jonesboro is going to get roughly 14 points, 13 or 14 points today. But the problem is they give up, 21 to 20. Yeah, they're going to score probably, 14 to 20, 17 points probably. But the problem here is that 28 is doubles up the defense. So I'm assuming, this might be another 17 to 14 game. Could well be. We're going to find out. This is what's fantastic. Stillwell, who joined the Jonesboro, he left Coldell. I think it was Coldell. I cannot remember where he was at last year. Stillwell, the veteran star, leaves, joins Jonesboro in the expansion, throws 10 touchdowns, only 3 turnovers, has 1,874 yards passing this year. Cartwright, the rookie quarterback, had 10 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. They are by far the 2 best quarterbacks in the league. 1,973 yards passing for the rookie. So Cartwright is going to be the league's top quarterback, facing who has been the league's top quarterback. So this is fantastic. This may be kind of like the Super Bowl. This might be more like the championship between these two teams, to be honest with you. Jonesboro of the South, PC of the North. It's just Fort Jefferson threw a monkey wrench in it, and Coldell would love to throw a monkey wrench in it. The championship game is probably going to be anticlimactic. Let's put it that way. Hampton had 757 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, and Erickson had almost 1,000 in 7 games, 973 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. Erickson and Cartwright make a dangerous combination. Jonesboro's top receiver caught 34 balls for 435, 4 touchdowns. Coldwell, his top man, caught 30 for 399, 4 touchdowns. Jonesboro's top defensive man, linebacker Stone, had 3 fumbles recovered, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 interceptions on the season. And Rose, for Paradise City's, their defensive player of the year, he had 3 interceptions, and one of them a pick 6. So again, this appears to be the best matchup we're going to see all season. But again, you play the games to find out, and we shall indeed do that. So good luck to both these teams. Paradise City is an A versus D, so they're going to be an A for this game, no question. Jonesboro's B versus A, so Jonesboro facing Paradise City. As I said before, when I saw an AA, I thought these guys will be league champs. It's not easy to have A's in both, so we got B versus A is a D. Wow, it's a huge difference. Huge difference. That does not bode well for Jonesboro, as this defense has brought the Jonesboro rookie quarterback and his top back down to a D for this game. Again, this is to give me details, how they score, what kind of defensive plays are made, linebackers making plays, etc. when there's a stop or a turnover, whatever, right? If not, I roll the turnover chart right there if it doesn't make sense. These cards weren't written particularly for Big Country, but I'm going to design my own deck of cards for the Big Country universe. Okay. So here we go, folks. Jonesboro on the road Jonesboro at home. By the nature of my rules, home team gets the ball first, they get the ball last, and they get the ball first in overtime. That is your home field advantage. The chance to be the champ, the chance to score first, the chance to score last, and the chance to score in sudden death overtime. All right, here we go. Jonesboro takes the ball, the crowd on their feet. Again, this team is an expansion team, and it's held together by a rookie coach in Bell. Stillwell, the veteran, comes along to steady the ship. Hampton runs really strong this year. Turner makes some good catches. And they have a rookie place kicker, Ruiz, who's had a really good year. He's also had a couple of games that were miserable. So this kid, Ruiz, has been hot cold. The defense, obviously sound. And here we go. We are at Quarry Park in front of 25,000 fans in 1950. And good luck to Jonesboro. Of course, it's hard for me to root for them as they are my arch rivals on the island, the Rock Island. These are the two big cities, Porter Bay and Jonesboro, on Rock Island. So you can imagine we don't like Jonesboro. So I'm going to have to root against them here. In Paradise City, I won a championship in '48 as the coach of Paradise City. So I'm rooting for my old owner in Paradise City. Jonesboro, though, 6. Looking at D, is going to turn it over. Oh, 6 is a punt. I thought it was a turnover. Paradise City, looking at it today, this is going to be, I think, a drubbing. Yep, it's going to be a field goal, though. Booth, they have to settle. They drive down. They settle for a field goal. The fans are okay with that because they can overcome a field goal. Jonesboro, looking at D, they're going to have to punt again early. As Paradise City puts pressure on you with both offense and defense. Paradise City's going to kick another field goal. So the first quarter, pretty pedestrian. Remember, I said this could be a 14-14 game, 17-14 game. Paradise City on the road, up 6-0. And Paradise City has got championship credentials. They've won a championship in '48, just 2 years removed. Jonesboro is a brand new team, so they don't know right. Stillwell may know what to expect here. But this rookie coach and most of these guys probably don't have a lot of experience in the playoffs or in big games. Jonesboro fans on their feet, start the second quarter. Jonesboro is going to go 5. That's a turnover. That's not good. The turnover here says punt, sack, linebacker. So the turnover we're actually going to roll 6. Going to be failed fourth down conversion, so it's TOD because a punt is a change of possession. It's not what I call a turnover. And I'm going to put in here linebacker sack. So for them, it's going to be Stone is going to record another sack on the year, a sack for Stone on a turnover on down. So he gets to the quarterback on a fourth down conversion. PC now with a short field. They're already using A, so it isn't going to help them much. 4, it's a touchdown, but there it is. So it does help them. And it's going to be a TD pass. Another TD pass for the rookie Cartwright. This one, though, on the road in the biggest game of his career. An 8-yard pass to guess who, folks? Caldwell. To Caldwell. PAT. And this is a point off turnovers. We would use the A chart for that. Jonesboro now reeling. It's 13-0 at home. They've fallen behind 3. On the D chart is a punt. They can't muster. And 5 is going to be a touchdown for PC. Paradise City. Oh, the quarterback, Cartwright, the rookie, doesn't risk the biscuit by putting it in the air. He tucks it under and runs for the sideline. 7-yard run. PAT. Cartwright's going to be the MVP of this playoff game. He scores 14 points for Paradise City. And we got punts and a turnover. It is 20-0 Paradise City at halftime as Stillwell of Jonesboro can't get it going. And the rookie Cartwright does the smart thing, tucks the ball, and runs for the goal line. PC, after a Candolini's, the head coach, halftime pep talk, reminding them many of the guys on this team could be getting their second ring in 3 years. Having had one rebuilding season where they went 2-8. And here they are, one of the best teams in the league and one of the best teams in our short history. 6 going to be a field goal, so they're going to go ahead and let Booth rack up another kick. They're just going to make sure there's no Stillwell shenanigans late as Stillwell could come back on him. They're not going to let that happen. 2 is going to be a field goal. There we go. So Ruiz, the rookie, is going to get on the board here. By the way, I could be looking at these. That was a 30-yard field goal. Booth hit another 30-yard field goal. And then Booth here hits a 40-yard field goal. And then Ruiz, the rookie, lands a 59-yard field goal in front of hometown fans. The crowd roars as Ruiz, who's been hot and cold all year, bangs a 59-yard field goal. PC goes back to work. 5, they're going to score a touchdown. It's an 18-yard pass. Oh, my God. Cartwright is absolutely having today. An 18-yard pass to the split end. Coldwell catches another one. They are putting on a clinic here. The rookie Cartwright playing as if he's a veteran. Jonesboro 5 is going to turn it over. You got to be kidding me. It is a field goal miss. It won't be a field goal miss on a turnover here. It's going to be 6. Failed 4th down. So it's going to be a turnover on downs as they go for it. And that won't count against poor Ruiz as a missed field goal. But it's a turnover on downs. We do not have a big play to do it. It's just they went for it, didn't get it. My God, so they're going to score 10 more points as this is a complete butt-kicking. Ruiz at least will keep them from being shut out. 4th quarter, Paradise City wrapping this up on the road. They're going to have to punt. Jonesboro 6 is going to have to punt. Man, that's sad. PC 1 is going to punt. So they're playing it close to the vest, and Jonesboro is going to get a field goal from Ruiz. They think they're going to get the ball back. And Ruiz will kick another field goal of 41 in front of hometown fans. The failed onside kick. It'll be end of game. But Ruiz will at least get, and they're going to actually shut out Paradise City in the 4th. 24-30-6. That's what Paradise City's been doing all year. They're 7-1 on the season. And Jonesboro drops to 5-3. Holy cow, another fantastic game. Again, if you look here, they averaged 29 points a game. They got 30. This defense was giving up 13.8 points a game. So, again, 14, not good enough. However, PC's defense gives up 13. These guys only scored 21, held them to 6. So Paradise City scored a little better than they should have, and Jonesboro didn't probably get quite as much, but looking at these matchups. Right, if you're just crunching numbers, you would expect this to be 24-10, 24-12, just crunching the averages. But the reality is here, 30-6. You play the games to find out, folks. That's why Vegas isn't right 100% of the time. Wow, and we ended up getting a stone sack from their top player. Unbelievable. And no turnovers, except for 2 turnover on downs. A clean game. And, of course, that makes sense. Stillwell, 10 touchdowns, 3 picks. Cartwell, 10-2. No fumbles lost. We had just 2 turnover on down failures by Jonesboro at home. Ruiz, the rookie, gets in the record books in the playoffs with 2 successful kicks. And let's flip it back here and write it down. It's going to be, as I thought, Paradise City going for their 2nd title in 2 years. It's going to be Coldell versus Paradise City. Duke Georgievic, he is the oldest owner in the game. He was also the head coach and a player until last year when he retired as a player. He's going to see his Coldell Miners break into the championship game. Let's see here. They both have rookie quarterbacks. How about that? Bellows versus Cartwright. 2 rookie quarterbacks meeting in the playoffs. Plum is an old veteran who had a pretty good year. Erickson had a great year. He's about, I think, a 4-year man. Plum is a 9-year man. Greggs had a great game last week, scoring 2 touchdowns for the Coldell Miners. Bonner did nothing in this game. Porter, Brody, and Wellington, and, of course, Coldwell caught 2 touchdowns in this game. Belgrade led the league in field goals attempted and field goals made. He had the game winner last week to upset Fort Jefferson in their house. And, of course, Booth made 3 here to make sure there was no magic comeback for the veteran Stillwell. Both these teams feature A-grade defenses. However, one is an F. And so this A grade of Paradise City ain't going to matter. They're an F anyway. So Coldell's accustomed to playing with a bad offense. This reminds me of the 2000 Ravens when they knew their offense was only going to kick field goals, right? So you kind of go into the Super Bowl saying, "Wait, we can't rely on our offense." So in a way, they're going to be accustomed to being an F. But Paradise City against an A, they're going to be a C. They're not going to be accustomed to being held down. So I think that actually would benefit the actual mindset of these guys. They're accustomed to winning on defense with a bad offense. Paradise City's accustomed to blowing out opponents. But and this game will be played, by the way, at Paradise Casino, which they just finished building. They built a cathedral, 72,000 seat cathedral, in Paradise City. So how about that? They're going to play this year's championship in a brand new large stadium, it's called State of the Age Cathedral Stadium in front of 72,000 fans. So what a brilliant 1950 this is going to be. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.